Ahlan wa sahlan, and welcome to Learn Arabic with Laura. Hi everyone. In this lesson, we're going to learn the difference between kam and BiKam. Kam means how many, and BiKam means how much. Let's get started. Let's begin with kam. Kam means how many. Kam is used with a singular noun in the accusative case. In English, if we ask how many books are on the table, we use how many and then the plural noun, books. But in Arabic, instead of using the plural noun, we'll always use the singular noun. And the singular noun must be in the accusative case. Remember that the accusative case requires the vowel marker feta. Another important point to remember is that if the noun that you're using is masculine, you must add an extra aleph at the end of the word, and then add the tanween feta. Let's look at an example. If we have the word kitabun, a book. If we want to ask how many books are in the library, we say kam kitaban fil maktaba. The word kam begins our sentence, and then we use kitab. Kitab is the singular noun. It's a masculine noun, and because it's a masculine noun, we have to add an extra aleph to the end of the word. And then we add tanween feta. Kam kitaban fil maktaba. How many books are in the library? Let's look at another example. Talibun. Talibun means a student. If we want to ask how many students, in particular male students, are in the class, we ask kam taliban fi saf. Again, we begin the sentence with kam, which means how many. Then we use the singular noun, talib. Because talib is a masculine noun, we have to add an extra aleph to the end of the word talib. And then we use tanween feta. Kam taliban fi saf. How many male students are in the class? Now let's examine what happens if the noun is feminine. If the noun is feminine, you just add tanween feta over the ta marbuta. Let's look at an example. Jaridatun. Jaridatun. Jaridatun means a newspaper. If we want to ask how many newspapers are on the table, we'll begin our sentence once again with kam. Then we need the singular feminine noun for newspaper, which is jarida. Since jarida is a feminine noun, we no longer have to add that extra aleph to the end. Instead, we simply add tanween feta over the ta marbuta. So the question we'll ask is kam jaridatan ala atawila. Kam jaridatan ala atawila. So just a quick review before we go on to BiKam. Kam means how many. When we use kam, if the noun is masculine, we have to add an extra aleph to the end of the word. If the noun we're using is feminine, you just need to add tanween feta over the ta marbuta. Now let's look at BiKam. BiKam means how much. BiKam. Let's look at an example of using BiKam. If we want to ask how much is this dress, we say BiKam hadha al-fustan. BiKam hadha al-fustan. How much is this dress? Let's look at another example using BiKam. Remember, BiKam is used to ask how much something is. We say BiKam هذا الدفتر. BiKam هذا الدفتر. How much is this notebook? Let's look at another example. BiKam كيلو لحم. BiKam كيلو لحم. How much is 1 kilo of meat? BiKam كيلو لحم. So the word BiKam is used to ask about price. The price is also given with the preposition be. Let's look at an example. If we want to ask, how much is this pen? We ask, BiKam هذا القلم. BiKam هذا القلم. The answer to this question will also take the preposition be. هذا القلم بريالين. هذا القلم بريالين. This pen is 2 reals. We use the preposition be in front of the price, ريالين, or 2 reals. So just a quick review. We use kam when we want to ask how many, and we use BiKam when we want to ask how much. Remember that kam is used with a singular noun in the accusative case. If that noun is masculine, we need to add an extra aleph to the end of the noun, and then tanween feta. If the noun is feminine, we simply put tanween feta over the ta marbuta. And that brings us to the end of our lesson. If you've enjoyed it, remember to subscribe to my channel and visit me at www.learnarabicwithlaura.com.